Well, welcome to the second report from the Solidarity Park Monument construction site. We had a few delays again from the last time I did a report. We had some COVID problems, people catching it. So there was a little bit more delay, but as you can probably see behind me, we're well and truly set up now and things are on the move. In a minute we'll go and have a closer look to see exactly at what stage we're at. But fundamentally, we're building the foundations and we're hoping that they'll be ready within the next month or so, so then I can come in and build the rest of the monument. But it's important, obviously, foundations to everything are important, and particularly to a monument of the size that this is going to be, foundations have to be deep, and I'll explain some of the technical aspects of that in a moment. But these aren't the only foundations that the Solidarity Park project at the moment are trying to build. As many of you will know that have followed the project closely, we are also building foundations against the fight against the far right today. We want to develop the idea of when we open the monument next May, that will be the beginning of an annual festival, not only to remember the International Brigadistas of the Ciudad de Barcelona, but the role of the International Brigadistas in total in their historical memory. But the reason to do that is for the fight against fascism today, and therefore the other foundations that we're building or attempting to build is to strengthen the anti-fascist movement worldwide. And therefore we're building foundations not just out of concrete behind us, but also foundations in the local community here in Malgrat de Mar, to reunite them with the international community, but also foundations internationally where we want to link different people up from across different spectrums. One of the wonderful thing about the Solidarity Park project is that people come from all areas of life, particularly different traditions on the left. We represent every tradition, at least I think so, at least in a broad manner, and that's an important thing in the fight against fascism and the far right today, because unless we build the foundations, the roots in the ordinary communities, locally and internationally, we've got no chance of stopping any rise of the far right. We need to give answers. We need to solve the problems of society today, and that's what the International Brigadistas themselves were doing, obviously in a very dramatic way, in a civil war situation. But obviously we have to fight for those things today that all those people that came to fight in the Spanish Civil War were coming to fight for, and that is things like homes, jobs, dignity, freedom, liberty, these kind of questions that they were fighting for. So not only are we building the foundations of a monument, we're trying to build the foundations of an organisation to unite people internationally and locally, and use art in that process. So with no more ado, I think I'll switch the camera and I'll try and give you a little bit of an update of what's going on inside the construction. So there, we switched the camera, we didn't manage to do that. Okay, well we'll turn, let's see, no, the camera's not going to switch, so I'm going to turn it around. So I obviously can't see what you can see now, but you can see that we have the construction site, we have the safety, things are all up, the generator there, hopefully you can hear my voice over it, some of the construction materials, and then two of the lads working really hard, and I've done this, smashing out the old concrete. So some of this concrete slab will stay, but the concrete that the guys are smashing out now is where the major weight of the monument will be, and it's going to be heavy, so they have to dig out. The concrete that's already there is about 20 centimetres, but we have to do it much deeper than that. So yeah, they are building the foundations, and this is tough work the guys are doing, and you can see maybe the outline of the monument there, I don't know, it's all cut into the ground. So anyway, I think I'll leave them to their job, and I'll leave that as the second update. Well, I'll just leave it because I was talking about foundations, and the idea of the foundations we want to build, which I've just explained, about building an international festival, of course needs money. So if you're watching this within a month of this video being made, if you're watching this in December, then there'll be a link below in the Facebook or whatever for the crowdfunding we're doing at the moment. But if you're watching this video later on, maybe in 2021, then just go to the Solidarity website where you can donate and help the project, help build the campaign, and more importantly, try and get involved. If you're an artist, get in contact. We don't only do the festival that we're going to do in May, but we try to do a lot of stuff online as well. Anyway, I'll leave you there. That's your update for today. Take care, everybody.